When I was a freshman in high school, I wanted to be the quarterback of our football team. I was 6'6", and at first, the coaches were great with my aspiration. The problem was I had never played tackle football. I couldn't throw a spiral, and I weighed like 160 pounds. The heat of South Texas two-a-days were the worst thing I had experienced in my life, and some idiot lineman kept diving for my knees every play. In practice, I was slowly and painfully picking myself up off the ground more times than I even touched the ball. It was an embarrassment of failure on a daily basis. My dreams of being quarterback faded to hopes of getting on the field in any position, which turned into hopes of honestly not getting asked to take the field, which evolved into hate for the whole experience. A few games into the season, I quit the team. This morning, pastors woke up all over the country, got in their car, and drove to a place they don't really like very much. They've been tasked with building teams and inspiring people toward a mission they no longer believe in. Their relationship with God, which was once a bonfire of passion influencing where they lived and what they studied and what they planned to do with their lives, is now a smoky wick with a subtle spark. They want to see the world follow Jesus, they just don't think it's possible. They've lost hope in the church. The very organization that once held all of their hope, it now seems is constantly trying to take their legs out from underneath them. At least that's the lie they believe. It's like they're living the second part of Matthew 5:13, where he talks about losing your saltiness and being thrown out and trampled underfoot. It's no wonder the church is dying in America. Pastors are dying. The organization Christ calls to preserve America is dying. The enemy is smart. If he takes out a Christian, he has a victory of one. If he takes out a church leader, he has taken out many Christians with one blow. Churches are not effective because their leaders have lost inspiration. If you can challenge a person, you've inspired one. But if you can challenge a church leader, you've inspired a congregation of people. Before visiting Watermark, I had spent most of my life going to church twice a week. Christian school, church camps, vacation Bible school, retreats, and Christian gatherings were all familiar to me. But when I walked into Watermark, I was looking at a unicorn. I was seeing something with my own eyes that I didn't think existed. I was seeing heroic faith, inspiring teaching. It was members living out their faith, using their gifts and talents that God had entrusted to them in the body, making disciples. It was the body of Christ living biblically on mission together. Now I've been on staff nearly 10 years and I meet with other church leaders regularly. And they want what I described, they just don't think it's possible. They really want tips and tricks about how to make their ministries bigger or how to be more effective in ministry, but what they need is to come and experience it for themselves. They need to be reawakened. My senior year in high school, we went to the state championship in football, and I watched from the stadium seats wishing I was in the game. What will happen here, April 19th through the 21st, might possibly be what the Lord uses to bring in the next great awakening in our country. And I invite you to come and be inspired. Come be reminded why you got into ministry in the first place, so that you might leave here and inspire others. I pray that I'd see you in the game.